what the
Can we get
pipeline
Kira
is.
in here and ask her if she'd allow you to have like the deification of Satan Bible?
No, because I know the answer is no. 100%. She'd be like, "You're not."
And
gonna
then could
put
we
that.
buy a Luigi board and
A
like,
Louis?
and with the actual deification Satan Bible,
Yeah.
like pendulum swinging around the board. Can we talk to Ghost and maybe even Satan?
It's got a little statue of Luigi. Yeah.
Yeah.
And not the one from Mario either. The guy that shot that CEO.
It was a sacrifice that that needed to be made.
Welcome to AnythingCast. I'm Patrick.
I'm Will.
And did you mean to say Luigi board? Or is that just how it came out of you?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll
It's like Ouija, right?
Yeah, you know what? We'll just say yes.
Yeah.
We'll say that was on purpose.
A little bit of both. I'm a comedy master.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah. You're a comedy master naturally, and Eric has to work real hard at it. But when he gets a banger, he gets a fucking banger.
Yeah.
He gets some of the funniest shit in the world. Eric gets to play straight man. You know, that's like,
Oh yeah,
it's so easy for him. He doesn't have to do anything except for have sex with women and not men.
I don't like playing straight men because it's like you also get frustrated because you're like, I'm trying to be serious. I'm trying to have like
Yeah. Or like, I'm trying to make a joke. I'm trying to make a joke and you're not laughing, which is basically this entire show and my experience with it. I was thinking today about how
made more than racist jokes.
I was thinking today, like, somebody said, like, they posted, like, a picture of, like, a guy dressed up as the Joker doing poker, like, you know, online poker gambling as, like, the dealer. And then, like, a little midget comes in with, like, a fucking, with a trans pride flag or something. And then, like, and he, like, takes the flag from him and, like, beats him up and tells him to get away.
Okay.
And somebody was like, this is Patrick after the podcast gets shown in court as evidence. And I was like, how would it be? Do you think it would be easy or hard for me to convince a sitting judge that the me on this show is a character?
No, it'd be relatively easy.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. I hope so. I don't know though. Some of the shit that I've said.
A couple of character witnesses and maybe like a play on the fact that you're like a white male, you know, in Mississippi.
Okay, yeah, so I can do all of that stuff and get away with it.
Yeah.
You've got a good point there.
It's not like we live in Minnesota.
Yeah, I hadn't considered that. How about I just get away with it because I'm a white male?
In Mississippi.
Yeah, I'm a white working age male in Mississippi. So why?
And, it's not like you've been to. Well, you have been.
I've been to jail.
So I don't know. They might look at you. They might, but it's been a few years, so they might.
It's the same.
Like
judge.
it's a Republican judge, and he's like, "Well, you do have this one thing on your record. It does say you sexually harassed that one cop, but it's been a few years. I think you learned your lesson, boy."
I wish. Okay, would I be a sexual predator? Would I be on the map? If I sexually, because like cops are like a protected class.
Yeah.
You know, like I understand if I sexually molest a child, I get put on the big map. But the cop, he's got a gun. Well, I don't have a gun.
The reason you wouldn't be put on the map for the cop
is
because it would demasculate the cops. People would know you could sexually harass the cops.
Oh my God,
and
you're right.
Get away with it.
I would start a movement.
Yeah. of people grab-assing the cops. Yeah. It'd be a wondrous revolutionary thing.
Yeah, I mean, like, legitimately, if there was, like, a movement of people getting arrested,
quick,
then, like,
reach for his ass!
He's reaching! Yeah.
The dude just, like, a couple of gunshots right there.
I was like, I wonder how many times you could do that in America before you get shot. Like, I mean, like...
inevitably, they're probably going to assume you're reaching for their gun.
Exactly, right? Like, it wouldn't take long.
Fucking either grab your hand and shoot you or draw and shoot you.
If it became a movement tomorrow, how many days do we get into it before somebody gets shot playing grab-ass with the cops?
I'd give it a solid week.
A week?
Yeah, a week to get viral on the internet, and then on Tuesday at 12 o'clock, we would get news that sometime that morning or the following Monday, they can finally confirm that some dumb idiot reached for a cop and they took the opportunity just to lay him out.
Oh, okay. So this,
I kill him.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
It becomes viral on the internet. The cop does it out of frustration.
Yeah.
He's not. He doesn't actually think he's reaching.
The cops want to kill people. Let's be honest.
It's just an execution. It's just.
Well, look, American police today. Let's just be honest. They're looking for an excuse.
Yeah. I wonder.
It ain't no Andy Griffith out there.
Oh my God! But what if the cop is a woman?
Same thing.
I know, but like if you grab her ass, like there's actual sexual assault there.
I mean, still sexual assault if you grabbed a man's ass.
Nah, you can't sexually assault a man. We all know that's not true.
You're right. It has to have penetration. That's why you use your finger and you sodomize them.
You do that little Japanese kid thing where you put your fingers together and you poke it up their ass.
If you really want to do it pro mode, you get one hand straight in the middle, like you're about to grip, you're about to grip a bowling ball. Use your index and your pinky finger to spread them cheeks out like a vice grip. I want you to shove your 2 middle fingers far up the ass as you can get.
Okay. If you miss, you hit the prostate. And they're still having a good time.
Boom.
Yeah.
You can wiggle it around in there.
They would curl
your fingers.
They would break your fucking arm. The moment you do that nightstick would come out and they would just hit your arm until it is nothing but shattered glass.
That's assuming you get them in there.
Oh, well, I mean, look.
Okay, so here's the real trick of it: is you got to run up to this cop.
Yes.
Shove your hand down his pants.
You've got a perfectly made glove for this exact purpose.
Also down his underwear. You have to separate pants and underwear at the same time. You can't get caught up.
Yeah.
If you get caught up, it's over.
It's like taking the bra off without removing the shirt.
And luckily, because they walk around
in tight ass
because
pants.
they sweat all day sitting down in their cars.
Okay.
It's going to be easier to get in there because of the sweat.
Right.
Because of the swamp ass buildup.
Right. Absolutely.
It's already pre-lubed.
Guy who's at his house with a mannequin and a glove, like repeatedly, like doing it to see how fast he can do it. Yeah. Preparing for the day.
He loses once because he gets caught between like the underwear and the pants. He's like,
God damn it! Yeah. He just loses it. He's live streaming it, selling it in.
I just lost 5 seconds on that.
Yeah. He's
I got shot.
He's selling a token. He's selling a non-fungible token.
He has it down to like the time before you get swatted with a baton or whatever.
Have you seen that video of the guy who's got like the thing where he like puts a knife on the table? He's got a laptop with a timer, and then he like starts the timer and then like picks the knife back up and then stops the timer in like less than a quarter of a second.
Oh yeah,
it would be that guy, but he's just doing that repeatedly to a giant mannequin dressed as a cop.
That would be.
Oh my God! If you got so good at that you would be like, okay, I gotta like try it out, but I don't want to die, right? So you gotta hire a cop stripper. Like a stripper, with one of those strippers that dresses as a cop. And you can be like, look, I need you to come over here. And how much does it cost to touch you inappropriately? Like,
yeah. I mean, yeah, well, at that
strippers,
point.
they're used to it.
At that point, why not hire a male prostitute and have him dress up as a cop?
Because they'll be scared of the glove. Like, they'll see the glove, they'll be like, what the? They'll be like,
the glove.
You think so? This
Surely.
is specially designed. I mean, in this setting, this is an internet thing.
Okay, from my understanding, from the prostitutes I've seen talk about things on the internet, they
on the internet, right? Yep.
Yeah. They get weird requests. Like the weirdos are the people who use prostitutes,
right? Yeah.
So I mean, surely they'd have to use a glove. I've been a glove used on them at some point.
Is that ableist to say like weirdos are the ones that use prostitutes? Do you think? I don't think
it being weird's a handicap.
Okay, you know what? That's okay. Very woke of you. Correct. I guess being weird is not a handicap. I guess a lot of those people are also like, normal passing. They're like chameleons. Sure. I wonder if you know how the thing where like Republicans come in and then like male prostitute numbers go way up.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's any interviews of those people where you could like listen to them like the weirdest shit that they've had done.
How long do you think it's going to take before Lindsey Graham we finally get
confirmation that he was gay?
Well, but like the tape recording,
Oh, like the Lindsey Graham sex tape?
Yeah.
Well, Gawker isn't around anymore, but dude, that could have been.
Like, he's dead now. They have no reason to keep it in the blackmail box.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, do you think
unless they're using it for his sister?
Israel's got like 12 of them.
Yeah.
I mean, Lindsey Graham to me was like always the one, and I mean, like I say this knowing almost nothing about him. I saw him on television talk once, and I liked the cut of his jib because he was like very straightforward.
It was terrible.
What?
Is the first time I heard Lindsey Graham, felt the same way. Now that I know about Lindsey Graham, man, fuck that guy.
Yeah, he was a Zionist.
He was a war hawk. He just wanted
100%
to be at war
yes.
all the time.
He's no Rand Paul, you know?
Yeah.
But
I thought it was Ron Paul.
No, Ron Paul's his dad.
Ah.
Yeah, Rand Paul is a Republican. Ron Paul was a Libertarian. But now that the Libertarian Party is fucking dead, like his father.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
Rand Paul.
Libertarians are just Republicans in denial.
I mean, sometimes, yeah. It depends on how extremist they are. Sometimes they go all the way back around into anarchists. Like, they just like, yeah, there shouldn't be any government. It's just me and a gun with one bullet. And that's how the world should work.
Unfortunately for anarchists, reality gets in the way.
I know. Have you ever met an anarchist? Like one that like feels very strongly about it?
Not like in our local area.
Okay. I have. They're fucking insane.
At least the few anarchists I've talked to over the webs didn't seem so bad. It was just more of like they don't accept the reality of like you, and from my perspective, I guess, and you'll have to bear with me because I just finished another chapter in State and Revolution, so it's fresh on the mind.
Okay.
At some point, you have to. They think that like once you take control of the state, you can immediately abolish the state. What they don't understand though is that once you take control of the state, the last people who own the state still are there, right? So unless
you kill them,
unless you either reform them, because that can happen, or oppress the shit of them to the point where they no longer exist,
or go Romanov on them,
then like as soon as you abolish the state, they're gonna with their resources come back and go, no, we're the state again.
Yeah, of course, they'll just be a rebel faction. Well, I mean, they would just not be a rebel faction.
They would just be the same
again. Thing.
Yeah, it would just be the state again.
And then you would be the rebels who won for a while. Which is, that's happened in the Congo a few times where like the rebels will like get in, take over like the state house and everything, and they're in charge. And then the guy who was in charge comes back like 3 days later and just mows them down. Yeah. Like that's a very common occurrence over there somehow. I mean, I guess it's just.
Well, I mean, like Africa is literally the places like the Congo and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Literally riddled with like Mossad, CIA.
Right, of course, and like China's agents and Russia agents,
literally arming these poor people just to go off and kill.
Yeah, it's the Al Qaeda. Yeah, it's the Al Qaeda situation. We will have wars in our future when we're like really adults, like 50, 60. The wars will be in Africa because people are just going to be fighting over all the resources there. The anarchists I've met were always like, they always look like they just got out of prison. Like they're covered in tattoos. Their clothes either are just torn to shit or they don't fit. They're like, they look like punk people.
They don't talk to their parents.
No, the last one I spoke to literally had borderline personality disorder and was so crazy that he God, what was it that he did? I talked about it on the show at one point. He was a drummer.
But like, I try not to hold that again. Like, it's
like mental illness. I'm not trying to hold
it's more like
that.
I try not to hold a bad interaction with like, say, someone who's like, oh, I'm a this, and then like, hold it over a whole group of people.
Yeah, it's not more their like, view. It's that human being is shitty.
Right.
Yeah.
But my problem with anarchy in general is the philosophy that you can just, once you win, you can just get rid of the state right there and then.
Yeah, I guess like a lot of people who are actually like claim to be anarchists are just like a kind of rebel faction that just doesn't believe in going by.
They just don't want people to tell them,
what
hey,
to do.
You have to wake up at 8 o'clock.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, kind of like also, it's libertarianism all over again.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing I find with like, I'll say the common anarchists that I see is just they're people who don't want an authority figure telling them, hey, you got to sweep the room today.
Right. Have you ever met one that was like over 40? I don't think I've ever met an anarchist that was like over 40.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, most like every single one that I can think of off the top of my head was in their 20s, like
30s at the latest.
Maybe that drummer guy was in his
and
30s.
Somebody I know, I don't think he'd label himself an anarchist, but that's pretty much his worldview.
Yeah.
Is he just doesn't want authority.
Does he do a lot of drugs?
Of any kind. No, not really.
And like 2 out of the 3 in my head, I'm like, they did a lot of drugs. You know, I think a lot of their anarchy views came from like, you shouldn't be telling me what I should put in my body.
Yeah. A lot of it, in my opinion, is just like, it's people with authority problems who are just like, I want to be able to just do what I want to do all the time.
I want to be able to stick my finger in the cop's ass without him beating me with a baton.
Consequence.
Without him beating me. I've been practicing for months.
Now, I will say, to be fair. The only anarchist system I've seen work, and it's hard to call it anarchism because they don't describe themselves as anarchists.
Yeah.
But it'd be the Zaporista movement in Mexico.
What about the thing that happened in Washington State where there was like a whole, like where they just
Chaz
abolished
Hill.
the police and there was like a whole
Chaz or whatever.
I don't know. I don't remember what it was called.
The independent state of Chaz.
Yeah, but they were like an independent area for like 2 weeks or something until they ran out of water.
Like inevitably the problem with that is they weren't really organized. It was separate, disparate groups of people who the only thing they had going for them is they were kind of in a protest together. Yeah.
I got in an argument with a guy the other day about how like, Mamdani said like, Bibi Netanyahu is a war criminal and he should be tried and he should be arrested and all that shit, but I can't do that. I'm just the mayor of New York. A lot of people, I was talking to a guy and he was like, he could totally, arrest Bibi Netanyahu. And I was like, you could. It would last
Jesus
an hour.
Christ, do you know the fallout you get from it?
I was like, I mean, like, there's
now,
the
like,
intelligence.
I'm here for the big balls, you know what I mean?
Right.
But one, the cops aren't going to do it.
No,
there's not
absolutely
I
not.
don't think, and I'll be truthful with you, I don't think there's a single NYPD person who would look not only Secret Service in the eye, but Mossad in the eye and try to slap handcuffs on.
Not happening. Yeah, not happening. Just absolutely not.
I respect the big balls, don't get me wrong, and he should be arrested. I completely agree.
He should be
hung, and I'll state that here. I think he should be hung.
I don't know enough about the facts to know if he should be hung. I know he should be arrested. I don't...
I've seen too many starving children in Palestine to not think he shouldn't be hung.
Yeah. I just wonder when it comes to that kind of stuff, how much of it is like a top-down leadership thing. You know?
I mean, that's... Nah.
Did he order them to kill them?
Same, to me, that's like the same cover-up of like...
Because it could be negligence.
It's the CEO thing. It's the CEO question all over again. There's a new drug on market that is, you take it and like 1 out of 10 people just drop dead.
Right.
And we find out that like, who should be arrested? It's no one's fault. I mean, it was just up the chain of command.
Somebody has to take the.
It's like, okay,
you're the executive,
the buck has to stop somewhere.
Right. You're the executive of a thing. You have to take the brunt of it, like just kind of by default.
Yeah, I mean, it's
your job.
You're the representation.
Yeah.
You're the face. You got to.
But they were arguing like, oh yeah, you could, and I was like, have you never thought about like, what is it called? The thing where it's like, result-oriented thinking. like where it's like that's a sign of intelligence for like different species where it's like, do you consider what will happen before you do the thing?
Yeah.
And I was like, I swear to God, some people I talk to are just like, they're just fucking chimps. And I'm not talking about.
We are great apes.
For once, I'm not talking about black people.
Yeah,
I'm just 100% just actual idiots.
No, I always think it's really funny when I remind myself, oh yeah, we're all just a bunch of like
monkeys,
ridiculously smart great apes. Yeah,
and some of us far less so. Obviously,
yeah. Some
of
us
think that the United States
more
mayor
in touch with their animalistic. And it's hard, I say animalistic, but with the fucking their ape side than not.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, like people are utilitarian.
I honestly think it's weird.
How long would it last?
What
if they did? How long you give Bibi Netanyahu to actually be in handcuffs before they get taken off?
He would never get in the car.
Yeah, exactly.
It would be
right.
It'd
just be a firefight.
It would. It would devolve into a melee, and that might evolve into a gunfight.
I don't disagree with you.
That's just what would happen. Is let's just assume for a second. One, you had enough cops who would volunteer.
Yes.
To go arrest them. Let's just say
that's not what they get paid for.
Yeah,
like that is so above their pay grade.
Let's say, I don't know, 10 of them.
Yeah,
right. You get 10 of them. Okay, so now they got to face down federal agents.
Yes,
and foreign state agents.
Yes,
whose only job
is to make sure the thing that you're doing
to look the person in the eye who's trying to put hands on their MVP or VIP. And go, no.
Yes.
And I will die about it to keep that from happening.
Yeah.
I'm paid enough to die about it.
So you think like you just literally probably never get the handcuffs on him. I mean, that's fair. That's completely fair.
I don't think unless he...
You'd have to get to him.
Yeah. No, unless... the only way I could see him going into handcuffs is Israel or obviously like Palestine somehow winning or something like that. Something crazy like that. But like the only way I realistically see it is Israel itself putting the handcuffs on them.
What if it was a bunch of New York Police Department officers and they've got they've got the specialized
what if like
glove.
on their patches we know they're the special Madami police because they have like
got a patch of his face.
No, they got the sickle and the hammer.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just gonna say it's just
and like a rose in the middle, so you know it's the DSA.
Oh, okay.
You know they're DSA guys.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say it's just a patch of his smiling face because he's always smiling with his eyes completely shut. I was like, yeah, that is the symbol of that band in my head. I'm like, I think about him and I think about him smiling with his eyes shut. And I mean, honestly, not a bad patch to have.
Yeah.
It'd be like having fucking George Washington on the dollar bill. He's got a very like specific looking face.
I wonder how long it'll take before he's on Sesame Street.
Oh my God.
He looks like he'd be on Sesame Street.
He does look like he'd be on Sesame Street. He'd be...
Like he looks like he'd be friends with like I don't know Grover or something.
Yeah, he'd be hanging out with Grover and he'd be talking about like workers' rights. And Elmo would come like, "What are you guys talking about?"
Yeah,
he'd
that's
be like,
exactly.
Well, we're talking about workers' rights, Elmo. What are workers' rights? I don't know what that is. You're like,
and then he'd be like, well, Elmo, every worker deserves 15 minutes, for a break.
Yeah.
Twice a day.
Yeah. He just starts he just pulls out a giant scroll and just undoes it like the 10 Commandments.
Or actually, if you wanted to really go at it, you just be like, oh, hey, Elmo, we were just talking about the DSA agenda. And
the deep state agenda? No, Elmo, not the deep state.
The Democratic Socialist of America.
What's that? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I would
eat my fucking boots.
I would
if they put that
somehow find a way of buying that just to play it all the time.
I mean, like...
Democratic Socialist.
That's PBS, isn't it? Like,
yes,
yeah. So it would have to be... Is PBS no longer funded by the government, or is it still funded by the government? Because I don't remember. I remember Trump wanted to get rid of it. Okay.
No, I think they're getting donations at the moment, but I'm gonna look.
What is the fucking Big Bird would come out and be like, "Hey guys," that sounds like Goofy.
Yeah.
Gorsh.
What do you think Big Bird sounds like?
Goofy would probably Goofy would fall out of a window into the scene, like off of a ladder, and then Mom Donnie would be like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" He'd be like, "Gorsh, I just slipped and then I fell." And he'd be like, "You're supposed to have certain equipment to be cleaning windows. Actually, there's a law against it." Really? That's right, Elmo. You have to be belted to the stretcher, or whatever the fuck that thing's called, so that this exact situation doesn't happen. Gorsh, I don't know what day it is.
All right, so apparently,
I think he has a concussion.
Oh no!
Mom is like, all right, call 911. He's like, I can't feel the left side of my face, and he just immediately starts like having a seizure. It becomes very dark as a strong message towards workers' rights.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you don't give them the proper equipment.
Yes. Yeah.
Goofy dies on children's television to prove a point. He's replaced by Max for the rest of like his tenure. I say that as if he's already on the show. He signed up for 6 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh.
What'd you find?
Apparently, so they did apparently like do an executive order to end federal funding for the NPR and the PBS.
Right. But like, I guess it was challenged in
A
court.
judge blocked it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, National Public Radio. Yeah, big surprise.
You see that they were trying to also get rid of like what's it called, Free Radio Europe and Free Radio Asia or whatever it is.
No, I didn't even know that.
The American propaganda thing they do.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Oh yeah, so like during World War II, America would basically do free radio shows for both Europe and Asia, giving updates on like where.
Oh, it was like a propaganda thing?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It was giving updates to where like America was and like, oh, we're coming to liberate you.
I thought it was the other way around, and I was thinking like, what is it? Just like Miku, like Vocaloids playing for Americans?
It's literally just radio that's like, hey, everybody. Doing great. America loves you.
So like Vietnam stuff? Like the good morning Vietnam.
Yeah, it's like that. Yeah. It just give little updates, little news brackets, and then basically the whole propaganda part of it is that, you know, it's American-centric, so obviously American interest is the thing that gets spotlighted.
And then you probably like say stuff that's kind of true, that's scary enough that it might like scare the enemy, I would imagine.
Right.
Yeah.
But they were wanting to end the funding for that too.
I mean, like, is it useful anymore? Is that a thing?
I mean,
that,
it's like it's a passive thing.
Okay.
So like if you're a country and you're like looking at everything, like it's a thing you cut, but the thing you're cutting is your free,
your own propaganda.
Basically, like your own free,
not quite
free, but like your own out there propaganda that's like, you know, giving you goodwill with everybody.
It's never really a good. Well, I mean, honestly, this is one of those things where I'm like, Trump might be a libertarian because he just loves, if it's not funded by a private institution, he just wants to get rid of it. I'm like, okay,
it's true.
So I mean, like, I'm talking like World Health Organization, National Public Radio, fucking PBS, public education system. He wants everything to be like some company is doing it. I'm like, I don't know. I thought you were talking about like it stopped in Vietnam or something. And
no, we never stopped doing it.
You ever think about how they basically just like we lost Vietnam due to like Home Alone? Like they basically just Home Aloned our ass.
Oh yeah.
Like they're just fucking.
I mean, it's the most successful thing to do against like a overpowering force.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just a guerrilla warfare.
They should have done a Vietnam movie where Macaulay Culkin is in Vietnam.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he gets drafted and he has to like hang up a bunch of tools and shit.
Oh my god, dude, yes. That should have been a thing where like Home Alone 3 or
would he be fighting for
when did they
Vietnam
change
in
kids?
this?
It was 3,
Home Alone
right?
3, yeah.
So yeah, Home Alone 3 should have been Macaulay Culkin getting drafted, and then like he's in Vietnam, like he just gets to Vietnam.
Is he an adult or is he still a kid?
No, he's just fresh 18, drafted for Vietnam.
Okay, yeah.
And like he's over there doing a patrol where like he see like no one believes in him. They're like, you're just a kid.
Yeah, you're just some kid.
Yeah,
he's like, you don't want to know what I've done.
Yeah,
you know, like,
and like he's having a hard time fitting in with his squad mates until, because of his experience with Home Alone, he sees a trap that would have killed everybody.
Oh my god, yeah. He becomes like.
He becomes a trap finder.
I thought we were going to go the other direction where like his family goes to Vietnam for a vacation during the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
And they leave him there.
And they're kidnapped by the Viet Cong.
No, he's just adopted by the Viet Cong. He's just like, I don't know. Where are we? And they're like, don't and
he's building traps to get American soldiers.
Yeah. He's like, they're like getting him. No. The Viet Cong starts building traps. They build like a spike trap thing and they like wrap it around a tree. And then like it goes off and all like the spikes fall off of it. And he's like, no. You got to do it like this. And he like teaches the Viet Cong.
He shows him the exposed wiring doorknob trick.
He starts like he like teaches them how to make IEDs. Yeah, he's got like a blowtorch set up.
Now these are marbles, and you want to put them all over the stairs.
You see how marbles in like in the jungle, the like American troops are coming
He slips
through.
on it and falls into the bungee. Is it a bungee pit?
Yeah, it's like where it like grabs your legs.
Yeah, he
flings
slips
you
on
up.
the marbles and like falls into the pit.
the bungee cord like pulls him up into a tree, and then like a separate paint can just comes down and like hits him in the face. Like, oh! And Macaulay Culkin's like, we got him.
And then all the big time, like, rush forward and like, start just stabbing the shit out of them with their bayonets.
Yeah, you don't see any of that on screen. You just see Macaulay Culkin's face just looking at it as like blood just
he does that, he slaps his cheeks, he's like, ah! like when he slammed the toilet lid on his dick.
Oh my god, yes. Yeah, that would be the cover of the movie. It would be him doing that face in the jungle, and there like be a little blood splatter on him. And Trump still shows up at the end of the movie when his parents come back. Donald Trump has flown his parents back using his own money to like, they're like, but don't worry, we're going to get your kid. Don't worry. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. And yeah. Donald Trump comes through. He's got like a fucking cyberpunk-esque like militia.
Trump, like, do you think like after like he heard Home Alone 3 was happening, he called? Yeah, he tried calling, and like they kept ignoring, but he was like, I wanted to be on it.
I want to be in it. I don't know what happened.
I was on 2. They didn't ask me to come back at 3. I think I was the best actor in 2.
I was the best actor. They got a new boy. I wanted to touch the boy.
They cut 75% of my scenes.
I wanted to touch the boy. I just wanted to be on there just to get a little sniff of him.
I kept walking into the dressing rooms for the boy, just to see how he was doing.
I love Macaulay Culkin. He has the best smelling hair. His hair smells amazing. I wanted to smell the third boy. I just wanted to know.
I see why Biden did it. I've never sniffed hair better.
It's the greatest hair.
I don't know why when I do my Trump expression, it like goes Michael Jackson.
It was the greatest hair. He had the best hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, they're basically the same guy. They're just like, they are the opposite ends of the same guy. Like, one of them is like, because they're both so like wildly eccentric that like they fall on the opposite ends of like the eccentricity scale. Michael Jackson and Donald Trump in one room have to have a conversation with each other. What are they talking about? Like, for real. Like, what?
Children, oddly.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Michael would be like, I just do everything that I do, for the kids and everything. And Donald would be like, he'd sit there with his hands in like the little cradle position, just nodding his head along, and be like,
oh my.
I love kids. What can I say? I love them. I think what you're doing here, I think it's great. I think it's the greatest thing.
You should invite me to Wonderland sometime.
I've got a son. He'd love to come spend time with you.
I've got a daughter who I love very much. She's so sweet and she's so hot. I love my daughter. I love loving my daughter. If you get what I'm saying.
I don't know. I'd rather your son come, if I'm going to be honest.
If you could just see him come.
He's the greatest.
He's the best. He's always coming and going.
He's doing that thing that he does with ropes. I don't know. It's like a Boy Scout thing. He's gumming with ropes, going with ropes.
Something with knots.
He
loves dogs and knots.
There's something so funny about like 70-year-old Trump just not understanding like porn lingo at all.
Yeah. He says he has a new bull now.
I
found my Trump. He says he has a good bull now.
He's got a great bull.
You gotta like almost go Godfrey with it, but not quite all the way Godfrey.
The thing that I have to do is I have to like twist my tongue and then like put it in the bottom left-hand corner of my mouth and then just kind of like open my mouth really wide every time. And no matter what he does, he opens his mouth really wide.
By the way, I watched a non-consequential video on his fashion, and it's actually surprisingly interesting.
Yeah, he always wears a red tie. He's
it's
never
always
a blue tie
longer.
guy.
And do you know why it's always longer?
Because he's a big, fat, fucking piece of shit.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
But it's because he heard in a and we have this on record. He heard at some point that having a tie that's longer than your torso that like goes all the way down makes you look thinner. So because he's insecure in his body, he's a fat piece of shit and he knows it. He does that because he thinks it makes you look thinner.
Do you think it's ever worked?
No, because it makes you look like a slob.
Yeah, it just makes you look like, well, maybe you don't know how to do a tie.
If you go back and like this guy was showing pictures of like a younger him in suits, he wore fitted suits. And like it wasn't until like 2000 onwards where he started wearing like these sloppy as shit.
Yeah, he got fat and old.
Stupid looking suits. Yeah.
I mean, it was probably just like he got old and was like, I'm fucking tired of this shit.
Yeah.
Because now that he's president, he has the president has like a fucking stylist,
well, I'm sure they used to. I'm so certain that
probably fired them.
That the dementia-ridden Trump, basically his staff came in and went, no, he has his pre-built suits.
Either that or he goes, who's paying you? How are you getting paid?
You look brown. Are you brown?
Are you brown? What a thing to ask someone.
He'd say it.
You can't tell by looking. You look brown. Are you brown? I'm getting older. I don't know what brown's like anymore. Everything's changing.
Talk for me real quick.
Everything's changing. You speak English. It's like, sir,
say ask.
I work. Say ask, sir. I work for the White House. Say ask. Do it. Come on. Say it for me. I can't tell how brown you are. He probably realized that like he's paying them for like that shit, and he was like, "I'm not, absolutely not. I should be using some company."
It's like how they told him, "Oh yes, Mr. Trump, you'll love the White House chef." The White House what?
The White House. He's got a chef.
No. We're just gonna run out and get McDonald's.
I think about that a lot. How often does he actually get McDonald's?
I think quite often.
Like, I imagine he probably has like somebody go get it and bring it to him, right?
Of course.
I don't know if it's that often, just because I feel like I almost want to say that it's a America mega corporation conspiracy that he even likes McDonald's.
Oh yeah, you think McDonald's is like paying MAGA?
Yeah, I just think it's like advertising for them. What
I'm saying is they donate $1 million to MAGA.
$1 million. Donate $100 million.
No, he's surprisingly cheap.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. I mean,
like cheap in the terms of like a
billionaire
millionaires,
cheap.
But like he's cheap. Like you could become an American citizen for like, what is it, a $5 million golden Trump card?
$1 million. $1 million.
Like he's shockingly cheap.
Yeah. I mean, $1 million for us. We will never see that
for
money.
His class. I should asterisk. He's cheap for his class.
Yeah. He's cheap for like being as wealthy as like Kanye West or something. Like Kanye West would never eat McDonald's.
Right.
It would just never happen. But he probably thinks that they poisoned the fucking
when
food.
the U.S. hockey team came to the White House, he served them McDonald's.
Yeah, he did that with like the NFL or something too.
Yeah.
Like every time, that's why I'm saying like it's got to be advertising. Like they gave him a thing.
It's like when Disney was paying athletes to say
exactly.
So you just won the NBA, All-Stars game. What are you gonna go do? I'm going to Disney.
Well, yeah, exactly. I think it's exactly that. I think it's literally quite possibly the exact same contract.
I just learned about that recently. Like,
really?
I'll still occasionally say that. Like, if I win something big, I'll be like, I'm going to Disneyland.
Yeah. That's. I mean, there's like there's compilations on YouTube
because like that was like from 2000 to
2008, maybe 2008.
Everybody said it.
Yeah, it's kind of like you remember the Gatorade commercials? And like how many fucking different human beings they had in those Gatorade commercials. It's always like an athlete doing what they do, and they turn their sweat or orange or blue.
I hated when they had the green ones.
It was gross. It's just like it's gross looking. Like
they
look like
green Gatorade never looked good to me
because it looks like liquid fucking slime. Like like even in the commercials as a child, I was like, this is disgusting. This doesn't make me want to drink Gatorade. You think that I want to lick this man's skin and like drink his toxic sweat? Like what is this advertisement?
Yeah.
And it lasted so fucking long. That and like the do you remember the Capri Sun commercials? Are you too young for that?
I remember like a couple of Capri Sun commercials. Like are you talking about the one where the guy would open the fridge and they'd go water, soda, grape juice?
No, that's Sunny D. Where he goes, oh, Sunny D. No, Capri Sun's the one where they would drink the Capri Sun and then it would turn into like the Silver Surfer, but like disgusting. They turn into like fucking liquid. And I'm like, that doesn't make me want to drink your product.
I do remember that.
Like,
yeah, because like they drink the Capri Sun and then the world would like shape reality around them and it'd become a tropical paradise.
And then it'd be like, oh yeah, cool. So I become the T1000 when I drink. Like what?
Oh, yo, I remember that too. Okay,
Yes,
yeah, no,
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's,
I like the ones where they drunk it and then everything was a beach. You know, suddenly.
I'm trying to think of like.
I do remember that. Like you would drink it and then like silver and metal would like run up your arm.
Yeah, it's
and,
fucking terrifying.
Yeah, like it would be like, deadites.
Yes, yeah, exactly. It's like it looks like a way that you would die.
Yes.
Their commercials look like a way that it reminds me
of the new Airhead commercials. I hate the new Airhead commercials.
Are there new Airhead commercials?
It's the one where they're like, you're in an Airheads ad, and then they'll eat Airheads and their head will blow up like they're full of air.
Oh yeah. They did those in the 90s.
I don't like it.
It's terrifying. It's a disgusting. Like what
it
makes
just looks
companies
gross. Yeah.
I know like bad press is like no press is bad press, right? Like any press is good press, whatever. But
more or less, it kind of depends.
It got us talking about it. Like
sure.
I remember the sweaty, colorful sweat man on television.
But like you said, it doesn't make you want to go buy one.
Yeah, I feel that way about like some McDonald's ads too, where I'm like, it looks like there's a bunch of, I guess, they're aimed at children is what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, when they do that shit, it's like, oh, there's a bunch of fucking kids at the McDonald's and they're just running around. No one's watching them. Like, they're just, like, heathens just going insane in the McDonald's. I'm like, that looks like hell. I don't want to be there. I guess 8-year-old me probably would have been hyped for that shit, but 30-year-old Patrick doesn't want to go to children's McDonald's.
When you look back to your childhood and you think about like the play area of like McDonald's or a place like that, and you think back to the enclosed slides,
yes,
do you also suddenly have like this fear of them?
I have the fear of it
might be because I've like inundated myself with too many creepypastas now. But like it's like if I will go in those slides, if I think about going in those slides now, it's like I'm inviting a Twilight Zone event.
Of course,
to happen, you know? Like I'm not coming back out on Earth.
Have you ever been to one of those water park ones where like it actually just becomes pitch black in the middle?
Yes.
Like that is terrifying. Who wants to experience that?
Yeah.
Like I can't see anything and all I can do is feel and I'm flying at like 50 miles an hour.
Have you ever been in one of those and like they'll put small gaps of like waterfalls essentially, so you're just
so it's just splashing you on the face.
So you're in the dark holding on to your tube the whole time going and then suddenly out of nowhere you see like a light of like a beam
above
of
you
light
with a little bit of water.
Okay, and like you're blind because like you're just coming out of the dark.
Because you're in the dark.
And you don't know where you are. You're like, okay, I think I'm about to get a bang. You get hit with the water in the face.
Water parks are like famous for like people just dying in those.
What?
Yeah, people just fucking like, because a lot of them, they don't like really test them the way that they should. Like they'll just build
I thought
stuff.
the whole thing was like, okay, you gotta, the lifeguard every day, like they get up there, they run once down it to make sure it's good. And then.
Yeah, but the problem is there's no maintenance. Like they don't maintain it at all. They just build it once. And then when a screw goes, things can just happen. Like people will go into those giant slides and then like one thing will be 1 inch off and then it will just shred their neck open and they'll die.
Ugh. That's why I do not trust the you ever like go up towards like Gatlinburg, Silver Dollar City kind of area.
Yeah.
And you'll see like a Rocky Mountain coaster, and it's like one coaster off the side of the road.
It's made of wood.
No, and like you have the handbrake.
Yes, I can't do that shit, dude.
Yeah, that shit's insane.
The ones that are one rail that go down like a hill though, where it kind of like just snakes, and you're just, it's got one seat on it and you got a little handle and you're in like a tiny little cart by yourself. I like those.
I don't like those because they don't like, they're even worse than like water parks about all right, you go, all right, wait, then you go. They're just like, you go, don't hit somebody on the way.
Yeah, basically. I feel like in the worst case scenario on those, every time though, I feel like I could fall out of this and I wouldn't die. Like I'm not going to die. The ground is right there. That would be okay. Like I'm going to get hurt. I'd break an arm or something, but I'm not going to die.
Sure.
I don't feel that way about roller coasters.
Roller coasters I'm surprisingly okay with, just because I know, one, they are maintained.
Yeah.
Two, the amount of engineering that you have to like go through just to do a roller coaster, I fully trust a roller coaster, to be honest.
You know, Taylor's mom got stuck on a roller coaster upside down.
Yeah,
back
I mean,
in,
that
like,
happens.
the 2000s. Yeah,
that does happen.
And the fucking fire department had to come out and then get them down with like the trucks.
You know what would be one of the... So like having a bar over, that doesn't seem like it'd be that bad.
Right.
The ones that like I'm terrified for that happening are like something like if you go to Six Flags, like Georgia, they have this one called the Goliath, right? And the way you're seated in that one is... so you have a single bar coming up vertically, and then it's a D-shaped kind of like plate thing, basically, that like...
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like the flat end of the D is towards you, and
Right.
then the round part is like over your legs, and then there's one thing stuck in like in the middle.
Right,
Yeah,
but
I know
like
exactly what you're
that's
talking
it. There's nothing to the sides. There's nothing strapping
Yeah,
you in.
that's just terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awful.
Because I know, like, for example, on that coaster, you know, you climb up, and when you go down that first drop, you come off the seat.
I'm terrified of the fucking things that like go all the way up, like the Tower of Terror.
Oh, I hate
Like,
those.
yeah,
Yeah,
like I like the whole joke is that you get me all the way to the top and then you fake drop me.
yeah. Well, it's just an elevator that's scary.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, yeah. That's right. You don't like elevators.
Yeah,
I mean, wait. You don't like elevators. How are you okay with roller coaster? That's like the worst case scenario
No,
with an elevator.
it's completely different.
But you're doing it for fun.
No, it's completely different. One,
What about Ferris wheels?
I like those less, but I'm okay with it.
I hated that shit, dude.
Ferris wheels are just fucking boring.
I mean, no, they're fucking terrifying. You get all the way up there, and then
The
you
part
realize
that gets me though is just like, and I understand why they are. It's just that the seats are kind of
they're wobbly.
Yeah, the
wobbly.
wobble.
That's the
Yeah.
part that gets me is the wobble.
Yeah, you
know,
just
like,
don't feel secure.
If
at
I'm
all.
going up to past 10 feet in the air, I want things to be as stable as the ground.
You saying
Eric's
you
here
don't
now, by
trust
the
that
way.
meth addicted carny down below? Like,
Eric, say hello.
Bro.
hello.
There we go. Eric's
Can
here.
I tell you guys about the last time I went to the Tupelo Carney?
Sure, yeah.
All right, so like there I was at the Tupelo Carney.
Hell yeah.
You know, just got my $40, you know, conned out of me to win my girlfriend a stuffed animal.
As you do.
As one does.
As one does.
Yeah.
We get to this one ride, and I already was like, I don't really want to go to this, mostly because like these little, I don't want to call them independent, but that's like indie maybe. I don't know. They're not really indie.
You're saying they
feral what?
A
Like
feral
were there and
yeah.
it made you uncomfortable.
Meth head, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but like
Pack of
it's
feral gypsies. Like
I don't know.
Carney, gypsy.
It's just
you know,
like it's
whatever.
hard to trust the carnies. It's just hard to trust, especially when they scam
Hey,
you out of $40.
One of
Yeah,
my
of
best
course.
friends was a carney growing up.
I've met
You're
him.
absolutely right.
Yeah, it's just hard to trust them.
Yeah.
And so, like, we're doing the different rides and stuff, and it's okay for the most part. We get to this one ride that looked kind of fast. I asked the guy, I'm like, so how fast is this ride? He goes 3 Gs.
Okay.
I'm like,
God
okay.
damn.
I'm
God
like,
damn.
All right. I don't know what that means relatively.
That's a lot.
That's
a lot.
like
I know-
piloting a jet plane.
Yeah, I know 1 G's
A
kind of
fighter.
tough. So he looks at me and the girlfriend, and he's like, yeah, so she needs to be on the inside. You sit on the outside.
Okay. Because you weigh more, I guess.
All right, no problem. The door that's like locked us in.
What kind of thing is this?
So this is like you're in like a little car.
Okay.
This is like a tilt-a-whirl thing.
No, it just spins in a circle and goes up and down.
oh, and
think
you're
that
on
is a
like
tilt-a-whirl.
chairs.
Oh, I guess then I don't know.
Yeah, you're
And
like
it
on
tilts and
chairs.
it whirls.
Oh no, it doesn't tilt.
Yeah, it doesn't tilt.
The
It just
only
goes
thing
up
is
and then
the-
it spins the chairs around.
Yeah,
it
it
doesn't
just-
tilt back left and right. It just goes up and spins them around.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like a big boy swing
God,
set.
if it tilted, I would not have been able to keep in that ride.
Oh, dude, if I would have literally pissed my
So
pants
like,
if I was
there's
on
no
one of those and it tilted.
there's no belt buckle or anything. Only thing keeping you in is a small gate that is like chained, you know, to the ride, and then there's a bar that's like that you're holding on to.
Fuck that! Hell no.
So the ride, several people like I noticed it's like 2 more groups get on, and that's it for this ride,
Yeah.
right? So like
Everybody else has already been on it. They're like, fuck
yeah,
that
no,
shit.
he starts this ride, and dude, I'm telling you, it took every ounce of my strength to keep in this ride.
Jesus
to not
Christ.
fly out of this motherfucker.
I had-
And this entire time, my girlfriend is slammed into me. Like literally
Hot.
pressed as hard as it would be if it didn't hurt
Like
so
100
fucking
crates?
much.
Just
It hurts.
smashing into her?
See, I was gonna say sometimes
like,
it's great.
It was
It really
her,
depends.
and then all the weight of the world as like the G's caught up.
Yeah.
You know, it was like so like
I
basically.
bet you felt like fucking Guts from Berserk.
I did,
yeah, you're just
bro,
like,
dude, that ride
It's like the carny is like.
I felt like I was being tortured. Actually,
Yeah, I mean, there are things at the carnival where it's like, this is just torture. It's
was.
just some version of torture.
It was because like I think something was like stabbing me in the side. I was being pushed against a metal, thing on the side and like trying to hope not being flung out of the ride. It was a lot going on.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
All the meanwhile, 3 G's of pressure like continuously pushing me.
The only good one's that thing that's
car accident worth of force is
Yes.
just constantly shoving you to one
it was
side.
it was awful.
the only good one's the one that spins and then like presses you against the wall. That's the only good
Oh
one
yeah,
that has
the
like
one where you can defy
the-
gravity and
yeah.
crawl up against the wall.
The
because of
only ride I
centrifugal
even
force.
the only
Such a
ride I
fugal
even
force.
liked at all the whole time was there's a boat one that like you go up and you go down and you go up and you go down.
Yeah, that's the Viking boat thing.
Yeah,
I liked that
literally
one.
it's just a swing.
And
just
it
literally
was-
a swing.
I thought it was funny because like that was the first ride we got on, and I had already, like I said, I didn't want to really go to the carny, but she was like, "Nah, it'll be great. Let's go with that one first."
She's like, no, I'll blow you. I'll blow you.
She
You're
looks
like,
at,
okay,
she looks at
let's
the
go
carny
to
guy. She goes, "What are the best seats?" And he sits us all the way like in the back, right? And so the reason for that,
What is this? Is this the same thing?
yeah, same
Okay.
boat ride, same thing. And so when it starts, when we go all the way up, we're at the very peak of the top.
Right.
That way, when we go down, we're feeling all the
Feeling
the force.
all that gravity.
All the willies
And
you
so
get going
it's
down.
like we get to the height, and that's where she learns she has a small fear of heights.
Yeah.
And as we're coming down, her immediate words are, "Oh fuck no, I'm such a pussy." As we're riding this ride,
Me and Kira on the Ferris wheel on like one of our like first dates. Like we got on the Ferris wheel and then the dude, like we got on there. We were the only people on the Ferris wheel.
Oh, no.
So my boy, the carny down there that didn't speak English, he spoke Spanish.
Oh,
Like
dear.
he said like, "Oh, just sit down." Like he had like a very strong accent. He spoke those 5 words and that's it. And I was like, all right, got it. You don't speak English. Cool. I get in there. They like get us all the way to the top and he just stops it.
hold on.
And I'm like, yeah, what?
Is working at the carny like S tier dodging ice?
100%, dude. It's
I mean,
a
yeah,
moving.
there's no taxes, there's no paperwork.
And you're
Everyone
moving
there is a
constantly.
drug addicted criminal.
Yeah, you're constantly leaving. Yeah.
Yeah, you never
Nah.
stay in one
and you're
place.
all underemployed immigrants.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
could
be
be
completely honest. Carnival work is basically cons,
Yes.
ex-cons.
Yes. For the most part, it's all going to be prisoners.
or undocumented immigrants.
Right. So I'm like, I get up there and then I realize, Kira and I both realize we're not really a big fan of being 120 feet in the air.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, oh,
And he's trying to
cool.
let y'all get close. Up
Right,
there.
right. But the thing won't stop swinging because we're so high, and he he stopped it so like immediately once we got up there. So it's just swinging back and forth really hard, and I'm like, fuck, I hate this. And so I like lean out the thing, and I'm like, hey, stop, like bring us down, whatever. And he's like, okay, and he starts it again, and I get down there, and I'm like, stop, we want to get off. He goes, faster? And I'm like, no, and he turns it up, and then the thing just starts going as fast as it will go.
Oh, no.
I never thought a Ferris wheel could go that fast.
They had 2 at the Tupelo one. There was one kind of
That shit was going like 25
and
miles
then
an
there
hour.
was a second
I didn't
one that
know they
was
could go that fast either.
Yeah.
And the baskets literally went in like a 360.
Yes, it's scaring the shit out of us because the thing will not stop spinning. And like every time we get down there, I know he hears like one syllable of what I'm saying. I'm like, stop. And then like eventually he gets the fucking picture. But we go around on that thing like 6 times as fast as it will go.
What the fuck?
Before he lets us off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I mean, I've never really wanted to punch somebody because of the color of their skin, but damn it if I wasn't close. It's just, motherfucker, I swear to God, it doesn't matter what language you speak. If I'm waving my hands and saying stop, I think it's pretty fucking obvious universally across the world that I do not want you to speed the fucking thing up. Also, if you speed it up and then I get around one time and I'm screaming and shaking my hands at you and making X motions and you don't do anything.
Well, there's a lot of different ways to interpret that.
Yeah, of course.
Well, you see,
Getting off that thing, I wanted to break that guy's fucking nose. It's one of those situations where I was like, I'm about to get violent against an immigrant and I will become Republican. Like, this is how you become a Republican.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I remember I had that same thing you guys had happen where you get, well, mostly Will.
Yeah.
Where you get caught in a ride and you come to find out as soon as it starts, like,
You are not in
wait.
there safe.
That-
the
This is
safety
torture.
methods are not here. And to make it that much more lame, you know the rides where you go into what looks like a minivan on a hydraulic press?
A minivan on a hydraulic. The ones that have the VR thing
Yes.
screens in them.
Oh,
And so
yeah,
they put the
yeah.
big screen on
Yeah.
and then the whole thing starts shaking.
They used to have those in the mall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was no thing to keep me in my seat.
So you were just in a car accident simulator is
Yes.
what you were in. Yeah.
And I was just slamming against my uncle over and over and over again.
Yeah. And
I
those
was
things are
like-
fucking soundproof too, because they've got loud ass fucking speakers in there, like playing
Yeah.
sound effects at you. So there's no way they can hear you scream
So,
if you
like-
just stop.
Specifically remember just being thrown from one hard plastic
God.
side against
Oh,
the bar.
dude.
and-
I'm not gonna lie. I hope it was like something funny, like a dinosaur, like 5D
No.
dinosaur thing. Where
It's
it's
a
like the
snowboarding
T-Rex is like
avalanche
picking
thing.
him up, and he's like, ah! He's actually getting thrown around the fucking.
Your
Jeep.
uncle's like clapping his hands. Yes, you're getting into it.
He is mildly retarded, so
Oh,
that
good.
probably, tracks.
Good. Yeah.
But Not born that way. He just took
Where
too many
was it?
drugs.
Was it a carnival?
I was gonna
Yes,
ask, was
okay.
it similar?
I was gonna say if it wasn't a carnival, I might sue. Like like if that's like that's like an establishment.
I will
that is
never
there.
find those human beings again.
Exactly.
Most of them are probably dead, and the few who did have any kind of name written down, I promise you that's not their name.
Yeah, and the ones that aren't dead, all the drugs have erased those memories.
Yeah,
like
they don't
those are
remember that.
long gone.
Yeah.
That never happened.
Can't even be a character
Oh,
witness anymore.
man.
No.
Yeah.
If they're anything like my uncles, then yeah, they're
Do you think
they're
like,
hollow
you have to-
husks of human beings. It's
Do you
the
have to
weirdest
come to the
shit.
carny pre-nicknamed, or do you think that you get your nickname at the carny?
Depends if you've been in prison already or if you're soon to be in prison and are running away from going to prison.
In other words, it
okay.
depends on whether or not your reputation precedes you.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay,
If
fair
it
enough.
does,
fair
then
enough.
yes, you come with a nickname. If it doesn't, then they have to make one up after they get to know
If you show up and you're
Yeah,
like,
once
my-
you fuck up, you get your fuck up.
of
nickname.
course, yeah. If you show up and you say my name's Popcorn, that's the dude you stay the fuck away from. Like,
Or you go to for the drugs.
yeah, well, yes, one or the other. But it's always the guy with the innocuous nickname that is the most dangerous.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, especially for some reason, every dude I've ever known whose nickname was a place, that is always the scariest dude who gets drunk and beats his wife, has a gun, is never sober whatsoever.
Has
And
a gun
will-
on him at the carnival.
Yes,
Would
yeah.
rob a bank if asked.
Let's be clear.
Yeah, would
there.
rob a bank if he thought he could get away with it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hands
Yeah,
down.
no, this is Montana.
He will
Yes.
rob you if he thinks you can get away with it while you're standing in line.
Yeah.
And you know what's the worst part is somebody like that. They're like they're cocky as shit too.
Yeah, usually. Yeah, because they know that they're violent and they've scared every human being around
Yeah.
them into complacency.
It's true.
Yeah. I don't know what's like the
I hate
the
those people.
chillest-
I almost hesitate to call him a bully because he wasn't really a bully because he was one of those people.
He wasn't a bully. He's just a rapist.
I almost
Like,
hesitate to call them people.
He
but,
was
you
a
know.
bully. It's just hard to say he was a bully because he didn't really make fun of people. It was more like he just wanted to fight you.
Yeah, he just did just
wanted to
violence.
fight
You don't have to be good at
everybody.
making jokes. It doesn't have to be clever to be
yeah,
bullying.
it's true. Yeah.
Like-
They don't have to
like-
be able to
like-
form thoughts that make fun of you effectively. They just
Yeah.
have to be mean for no reason.
True. Yeah, and he was mean for no reason. And the reason mostly was he wanted you to try to fight him.
Yes.
Because he just wanted to be in a fist fight.
I hit one of those dudes in the nuts one time and it shut him down real fucking quick. That was that was one of my proudest moments in school.
I shot one of those guys once. Did
you?
He also shot down. Yeah,
Did he?
shot- yeah.
Cool. What'd you shoot him with?
Shotgun. But I'm out of jail now and everything's okay.
Yeah, but slugs?
Yes, of course.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. I was gonna
also
say,
in the balls.
Oh, okay, good. I thought you were gonna say birdshot, and I was like, well, that's probably what he deserved, to be honest.
No,
I never
fucking
had the
John
pleasure of
McCain
hitting-
his ass or whatever.
I
But
never had the pleasure of hitting this guy on the balls, but
I mean, dude,
I
there's
know he got in a lot of fistfights.
yeah, I bet, dude. I mean, we're in Mississippi.
who was this guy again? That
Some dude that he went to school
just a
with that
guy I
was
went
just a
to school
piece of
with.
shit.
That just popped into your head just thinking about carnies.
No, because of like dude who's violent, who's named after a place.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
That's it.
And they're always really cocky because like
They're from
Gotcha.
somewhere else too.
because their whole thing
Someone
is
who fit
I
all
get
of
into a
that.
lot of fights, so I know I can hold my own, and I'm just going to be a bad person because of that.
I feel like people getting a lot of fights generally don't actually know a whole lot about fighting. They just don't know anything about social fucking graces.
Yeah, a lot
Sure,
of it. Yeah. I mean, prison will teach you those real quick though. Like to be
Well,
fair,
if you don't learn that in prison, you'll actually factually get stabbed.
yeah, you'll
to
just
death.
die. Yeah, you'll just die.
Like I've heard it's and granted, I know one guy who's been to prison. You've been to jail.
I know a couple
and
of
then
guys
a lot
that
of
have
it
been to
comes from
prison.
online information. The last time I heard, it's to the point of like if you fart and you're not like around the toilet, you might get stabbed over that.
Honestly, the way prisoners
Swearing
act
is a
in
big one.
American prisons, I feel like we should definitely just start killing the fucking prisoners if they
Sometimes.
act like that.
Sometimes,
Like I'm sorry, but like you're already
if you're so
in prison,
violent that
you're not
can't-
supposed to keep doing
Well,
more
to be-
crime.
to be
Yeah.
fair,
Yeah, like let's
these are
go with
low
the
impulse-
Japanese.
The reason they're in jail is because they have low impulses most of the
Yeah,
time.
low
Well, if
impulse
they're not
control,
gonna
they're
do
not
anything
intelligent.
to fucking
Well,
like
it's not
try
that they're
and be
not
better.
intelligent. I wouldn't argue that. It's like they lack. Well, unless
If
you're
they
talking
were
about emotional-
intelligent, then they'd realize that behavior will keep them in prison
There
forever.
are plenty smart people in prison.
I know, but every time I've been to jail, I have never been there, and
Now,
there was
they're-
like a dude
they're-
who was like a lawyer or something. You know, like if every
Well,
time.
a lot of times, like you become a lawyer when you're facing 10 years in prison.
a lawyer,
Because you have to read law, like you just sit down and read law books all day.
sit
Yeah, because
down and
most
you-
lawyers actually got themselves out of prison by reading law books
Yeah.
while in prison.
yeah, you read the
No.
read
What,
To Kill a Mockingbird.
What they do is you become what's called a prison lawyer, and what
That's
those-
a real thing. Yeah,
No, and what they do is they sit down and they read their state's law books, and they don't represent anybody, but prisoners come to them because they can't talk to their lawyers or their state representative lawyer,
Yeah,
sure.
and they go, hey, for for whatever you're charging them, can you look at my case to give me advice that I can tell my lawyer, blah blah blah.
That's up there. That's a protected class in prison. I mean, that's up there with the guy that holds the pockets of
I mean,
the
that's
dude
up there
who will
with the
kill you and is named after a place.
That's up there with like the tattoo artist.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm
100%.
more a bigger fan of Japanese prisons where everyone has to structure, go down a thing, take classes, and if they act out of line,
Shit,
they
you're a
get.
fan of El Salvador prisons.
Yeah. I
Sure.
mean, yeah.
The
You're a
only issue for me
hardcore
is
dude when it
making
comes-
sure that the people in there are supposed to be in there. After that, you're being treated that way because you sacrificed your own humanity.
I like Norwegian prison where you originally give them the thing. Like you give them what is effectively a small bedroom, just normal ass bedroom with a window and everything. And if you act up, they will put you in the one that is just a brick wall. I like that system a lot better because 99% of those dudes, 100%, they just like stay in there. They grow vegetables and shit. And then because they realize
if you did something
if you fuck
that's
up,
not all that bad to the point where I wouldn't mind you just sitting in a normal place and like growing vegetables,
Well, you're
then
separated from
it kind
society.
of feels like you maybe shouldn't even really be in prison in the first place.
you think that like, oh, that's like too close to being a monk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's just like
I think
that's
the old-
something a human being can choose to
That's
do.
the old version of what going to prison was. It would be like, okay, well, you can either be executed or you can become a fucking monk and go live in the monastery.
I think they usually just executed people or made them slaves.
A lot of the times, yeah. It depends on where you are.
Yeah,
I would say
dungeons
it-
and
it
large-scale
completely-
jails aren't.
It completely matters on the culture. And
Will, would you rather be a slave or executed?
executed.
Executed?
Oh, actually, it depends.
He's like, well, I am
depends on the
brown,
system of
so-
slavery.
If it's like I don't have a choice and the slavery is like iron tight on in, you just kill me. Whatever.
What if it's Vinland
But if it's
Saga?
like if you'll be a slave, but like hey, there's a chance you can fight back.
What if it's
Fuck
like
it,
Vinland?
I'll take the chance to fight back.
What if it's like
What if there's a
Vinland
chance
Saga
you can just
slavery?
earn your freedom by just doing your job correctly?
I don't think that's a thing.
It used to be.
Yeah,
I don't think it's a thing
several
here.
different cultures have had that as part of the deal, where you buy your own freedom.
A lot of
Yeah,
Eric's
working.
ancestors.
and a lot of cultures, maybe a few people got lucky, but a lot of those cultures, what ended up happening is they would go, oh, cool, you've worked hard enough. We're going to slightly change the deal, move the goalpost, and now you're still a slave.
Yeah, you are still an object. You are still owned. There are very few places in which they were
Surprisingly,
legally...
most slaves were not actually treated very well.
Yeah. So,
But there were systems
Hey, you
out
know,
there
every-
where you
And that's
could.
the show, folks. Thank you for listening to the AnythingCast. I'm Patrick.
I'm Eric.
some people win the lottery, join DSA. I'm Will.